Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Terraria Let's Play episode. Today is episode number 11, and we are starting off right away here with a goblin army. And I literally got on the world, and as I was setting up my recording stuff, apparently a goblin army decided to come. So that's, yeah. Obviously, from our past experiences with the goblin army, this isn't going to turn out well, even though we're somewhat prepared. So I guess, because you've already seen a goblin army, and just because it's probably going to be pretty boring, I'm not even going to do a time-lapse. I'm just going to cut out this part while I go ahead and defeat them, and I will be back when I do that. Guys, we're back. The goblin army has been defeated, and look what we just found. We have found the unconscious man, and for those of you who do not know what that is the Tavern Keep. So let's go ahead and get that, get our defender medals here. And now, we have the decision of which one of these should we get. And I think I'm going to go ahead, and get the Flame Burst Rod, because you can actually summon... Never mind, I thought for some reason I could summon, hold on, cannot be used without... Oh, okay. So I have to basically defeat the entire event basically once in order to actually use that outside of the event. So that's gonna take a while. So anyways, I will cut out this next part here, but basically what I'm going to be going over and doing is I'm going to go over to the meteor, which is right over here by the crimson, and oops, hold on here. So anyways, going over to the meteor by the crimson, we are going to be blowing and mining that up so I can go ahead and make a space ham axe or whatever it's called, and just some other things. And after that, I will go ahead and show you guys what we are going to be doing the rest of this episode, which is actually going to be taking place in the jungle. So I will see you back when that's done. Alright, so the meteor has been mined out. Something else I did do, and you probably noticed, there is an extra row of houses up here. And in a previous episode, I had said that before every episode, I was going to build 2 more houses on top of here until we had enough housing. And I realized at the beginning I hadn't done that. So I went ahead and did that. And then obviously we have our meteor here. So let's go ahead and make these into meteor bars. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot. So we have 96 meteor bars. That's pretty good. We're going to make our meteor ham axe, meaning we can go ahead and replace both of these, which does save some room in the inventory. And I think this one actually is better than both of the other ones. Not only is it combined, but it's better than the other ones. So, I think that's it for the meteor right now. I think the only really thing we can use it for is like the phase sabers or whatever. And then also the, actually, let me look. I'm curious. Let me go with ores here. Meteorites right here. Let's go up to the guide and just see what else we can make with the meteor. No, I don't want that. Okay, yeah, so the phase blade is what it's called. It's 15 meteorite bars and 10 of any of the gems. I think actually we can go ahead and make one of those just for the fun of it. Let's go down here, go to our ores. And which one should we make? We have enough to make basically any one of them except the diamond one. And of course it does not matter. Luckily they all have the same strength, unlike some of the other weapons that have gems. So let's go ahead and use amethyst, because why not? And we'll go make a phase blade. And I don't actually make these much. But yeah, I think that's kind of cool. We'll put this back. And then also, it's a material now, and I think this is still pretty, you know, like, this has been in the game for a while, but the phase sabers now you can make with the crystal shards to upgrade that, so maybe we'll go ahead and do that when we, you know, are farther in the game. So let's continue, and I guess I'll explain here quickly what we're going to do in the rest of this episode. First thing we are going to be doing is using our 3 gravitational potions to go and find some floating islands, because as you've noticed probably, we still have this empty accessory slot here, and I don't know what to put in it, but I do intend on filling that accessory slot with a horseshoe or something like that. So, we did go... Oh, actually, I just realized that was the old world we had used these on. So we haven't even used any of the gravitational potions on this world. So, I guess I'll make a time-lapse of this because it could, obviously get pretty boring, watching me, you know, just go up and down in the sky looking for things. So, yeah, I guess I'll cut here and make a time-lapse. Okay, our 1 gravitational potion is up, and we did actually go ahead and get a horseshoe, a balloon, and a star fury all, you know, in, I'm glad, you know, we didn't just get like 3 balloons, because that would suck. So, we're gonna get our cloud in a bottle here. We're going to make a cloud in a balloon, then we are going to make a blue horseshoe in a balloon, which is going to be cool, because now we, you know, we don't take fall damage, and we go a lot higher than normal. But again, I just realized, because we combined all of those, we still have an open accessory slot. I guess we'll go down here. I also am going to put away the Star Fury, because, well, yes, it is cool, I don't think I'm honestly going to be using it, so, you know. And then we'll put away these, because since I did get what I wanted, we're not going to go ahead and keep, you know, flying around. So let's go ahead and look for another accessory here. I'm honestly... see, I don't know, because I was thinking maybe about the climbing gear, but I mean, we have rocket boots, frostbark boots actually, and a blue horseshoe, so I don't think we're going to really need that. The royal gel could be intriguing to put on, but I think what we're actually going to be putting on is a arcane band of regen, and that's just for now. Obviously, it's not going to be permanent, and that's just because it does give us more mana, and obviously life regen increase is pretty good. So the next thing we're going to be doing in today's episode is, I don't know why I just went in there to his inventory, but we are going to be going to the jungle, and I talked about the bee's knees in a previous episode, and how I really, really want the bee's knees, just because it's honestly pretty overpowered. So we are going to actually be going over to the jungle. We're going to be making like a little arena on the surface of the jungle, and we are going to be, that's kind of funny if you think about it, because we are going to be fighting Queen Bee. So yeah, I mean, I guess I'll cut when we're back over in the jungle, and I'll probably, well, no, we're right here. So I'll just find a little place to make this arena here, and I'll make a time-lapse of us building the arena, just because I don't want to cut everything out, you know, but I just want to obviously keep the episode going. So I will be building it out of platforms, and yeah, I guess I'll just cut to the time-lapse here, because I am once again rambling, and I will see you on the other side, where we will hopefully be defeating Queen Bee today in episode 11. Guess I do want to cut back in here quickly, because I forgot to mention the Dryad actually went ahead and just moved in. The Dryad's not going to be very useful, at least in the beginning of the game, but I guess she can be more useful late game. So, anyways, back to the time-lapse, and also, I mean, look how much wood we have. That's probably overkill, but you know what? It's whatever. So anyways, back to the time-lapse. Alright, so I did go ahead and finish the arena off camera. I stopped the time-lapse about when it was done, and I had to actually go back and get more torches because I did run out. And so basically, I've set this arena up for the water bolt to be very effective. So I have the nurse's house here, so if we need to heal in the middle of the fight, that we can go ahead and do that. I will actually move these over a bit farther here, so that she stands closer. At least I think that might help, so that she stands closer to the door, but I'm not sure if that will do anything or not. So anyways, yeah, I've set up these walls on the side for the water bolts to bounce back and forth on. And then I also made this like emergency platform here, basically, where if I just need to run away from her, this does go for a decent amount. And then in hard mode, we could use this to farm out the jungle enemies that spawn below us, you know, for anything like that. So let's go ahead. Yeah, the cave is over here. And so now what we need to do is actually go down to one of the hives, and we did find hives. So, I have to find them though, because I probably will make a time lapse of us going down here and finding them, because I don't exactly remember the location of them. So once we get to those, we will be... Actually, you know what, we need to go home first, because there is something we need to do, and that would be... First off, deposit that, but we need to go to our potions and bring all of our bottles, because I'm pretty sure to summon Queen Bee, we do actually need bottles of honey. And so we're going to need bottles, obviously, to make the bottled honey. So, I guess I will do this in a time-lapse just because I don't want to cut out too much of the episode like I've said before. I want to, you know, I want to keep you here as much as possible watching what, you know, we're doing in the series. But I don't want it to be to a point where it's extremely boring and I'm just cutting everything out. So, I will cut back into another time-lapse here until we are down in the hive, where we will be harvesting, sorry, some queen bee materials. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, we have found the hive. I was about to say, alright guys, I'm back. But I'm trying to stay away from saying that. So, we have found the hive. In the last clip you probably also saw, we did go ahead and get the depth meter, and, more importantly, a magic mirror. Yeah, finally, what is this, 11 episodes in, we finally get a magic mirror. So anyways, sorry if the music will stop here for a second, but I'm on the Terraria wiki looking at the Abomination, and we are going to go ahead and need 5 honey blocks, 1 stinger, 5 hive blocks, and 1 bottled honey. So, let's go ahead and get some hive blocks here. I'm gonna make some room somewhere in my inventory. So, hive is just these little blocks here. And these bees are going to get annoying. Let me tell you, these are going to get very annoying. So we're gonna get the hive blocks from here. Right? That's some grass. I don't need that. So how many hive blocks? We have 16. We're going to go ahead and favorite those. And then to get the honey blocks, we need to mine get the liquid honey to touch water. As you can see, there's one there. So we're just going to mine them like this, so that way the bees don't come out as well. And all at once, we're going to mine these top hive blocks. And, yeah. And this way, we also do get the regular hive blocks, so that's good. And we are drowning, so that's not good. Let's go ahead and mine out these, get rid of the bees, because there's a lot of them trapped down here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I'm drowning once again. We'll go ahead and do that. And then honey blocks, let me get right there. And then that pool of honey over here, we are going to use also to make our... here, let me see quickly again how many... Okay, we need 1 bottled honey. So if we go over to here, depending on how many abominations we want to make, I'm going to go ahead and do, for now, 15 bottled honey. And I know that's probably overkill, but because we're probably not going to need to do her 15 times. But you know what? I'll come prepared, just so we don't have to ever come back here. And I guess there's nothing really else to say other than there's just gonna, be me sitting here mining this stuff out. So I am going to go back into a time lapse again. I will try and make sure I don't summon the queen bee here. But I will go back into a time lapse of us mining out some honey and stuff. Try not to summon her, and I will be back when we have enough stuff or she is accidentally summoned. And of course, what do you know, Queen Bee is summoned on accident. I hate how, hair sensitive that thing is, for summoning Queen Bee. Honestly, it is. Actually, this water bolt's doing pretty good. So you know what, we'll fight, sure, and if we're gonna die, we'll go ahead and use the magic mirror to go home. And I don't plan at all on winning this fight, obviously. Because we're in some close quarters here, so, yeah, I don't expect us to win. But you know what, we'll try our best just to get a sense at how hard she's going to be on the surface, and how much more, we should prepare. But I just need to watch out for her charge attacks, honestly. That's what I'm worried about, because they do actually get pretty fast later, or in her later stages here. So let's keep going. She does actually have a pretty decent amount of health knocked off her already, which is nice. But see, what we need her to do is what I call her stupid phase, and that's where she sits still, she doesn't shoot any stingers, but she shoots all of her little bee minion guys out. That is what we need her to do. And we need her to do that as much as possible, honestly. So I guess, we have 1 more bomb. I'll go ahead and throw that down there, to mine some more honey blocks out. And it looks like we're going to die here, so let's go ahead and return home. Like so, because I do have some gold on us, and I don't want to lose that. So, the nurse, I just realized, is actually over at the other house. We can't use her right now. So let's go ahead, first off, and deposit all of our stuff here. Obsidian, I guess I'll put in the ores chest, really. I mean, I don't know where else to put it. Seeds, and then blocks, and then We'll go ahead and put our depth meter in the next accessory chest, which we were definitely going to need more of here soon. And then potions right here. You can go ahead and deposit that. Now, let's go to our mob drops chest. Where was that? Right here. And we will grab our stingers out of here, and we can make an abomination right here. So we have 9 abominations. Oh wow. So I guess what we can do now is go ahead and deposit our stuff back, because for now we're not going to need it, and we'll keep our abominations with us. And I mean, there's nothing else really we need to do other than prepare for our full-on fight here with Queen Bee. So I'm planning to go over there for a while, so I will bring our better healing potions. We can deposit the recall potions now. And oh my gosh, there's a gold squirrel. So let's go up to the merchant here, and I'm honestly not sure if we should keep the gold squirrel or sell it, because I'm pretty sure it can sell for like 10 or so gold. And okay, I thought that fallen star was coming to kill it, but for now, I guess we will go ahead and keep it. So let's go miscellaneous and put it in there. So anyways, what were we doing? We were preparing for the Queen Bee fight. So, I will bring 1 iron skin, 1 regen, 1 swiftness, archery, we're not using archery. I'll bring 3 hunter potions. And I think that's honestly all we're gonna need. There's nothing else. Night owl potion, sure, why not? We'll bring 1. So I will cut back over to when we are in the jungle. Alright, so we have made it over to the jungle arena, and I waited for it to be daytime, and while I did that, a party is being thrown by the NPCs, so that's kind of funny. So we are going to have some balloons cheering us on, I guess, for the Queen Bee fight. And I also dug out this area down here, and you're probably wondering, why the heck would you do that? Well, I was going to get these sunflowers and place them down here, but for some reason I can't place them, and I'm not sure exactly why. And I also, on the way over, did manage to get 13 fallen stars. So, without further ado, guys, it is time for a Queen Bee. So let's go. And now, I just did realize something as well. And I don't know how bad this is going to end up being, but obviously you need to be in the jungle for Queen Bee to stay or whatever. And so I just realized that we're so far away from the jungle when we go, like, up here. We're not technically in the jungle, meaning I think she's going to go ahead and leave, basically, if we go, like, you know, up here. She might leave, so we're gonna have to go ahead and not, you know, try and stay away from going up super high. I'm trying to stay on the bottom, honestly, for Queen Bee here, because the water bolts do go ahead and bounce a lot better down here in the bottom. But yeah, I'm just throwing as many out as I can, trying to dodge her charging attacks as always. Okay, yeah, this is the phase we need to get her in here, and then get our... dang it. These little bees are really annoying, honestly. And so we did actually just drink our first potion of the fight, which is a good sign. And I'm going to also go ahead and turn off my map, just because I think it's going to get in the way of our visibility. And of course, that we actually have the water bolt charged up, she's going and shooting her stingers and stuff, so that's not very nice. I think the stingers are actually going to be our biggest challenge. And I think the regen potion and the band of regen are actually going to be playing a big part in this fight as well, because of the fact that they're providing a lot of regen for, you know, when she's getting poison on us. The poison damage definitely is going to hurt a lot. And so as you can see as well, she's starting to shoot these stingers really fast now. So luckily they're not homing like the Skeletron's little skeleton head things. Those things are just nasty, let me tell you. I go on rants and stuff about, you know, granite biomes and all that. Skeletron's little skeleton heads honestly are the worst thing ever. So we do have the traveling merchant now, which after this fight we will probably go check out if he has anything good or not. So she was going actually pretty fast there, so I couldn't even hit her with the water bolt. Let's go ahead, and she's going into her little phase again. She hasn't charged in a while, and as I say that, she'll probably charge. So we need to be careful for sure. Like punny. We need to be careful. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I'll stop now. I'm sorry. So, wow, yeah. See, look how fast she's starting to shoot her little things here. And the charging is also going to get ridiculously fast here. Because remember, this is expert mode, so she's pretty, you know. So she has about 1,000 health left. This is going to be the hardest 1,000 health out of all of her health. Because she is going to be on the move, and as you can see from that, there are just a ton of stingers flying everywhere. So, yes, she's in her stupid phase is what I call it. And so speaking of stupid, I guess I'll talk about this while we're fighting. So I've been calling those underground jungle trees the loot trees for a while, and someone in my live stream pointed out those, the proper name of those is the living mahogany tree, so thanks for that. I'm pretty sure it was Gabe, and they were obviously on the world last night if you watched the live stream. And so we should, I mean, we can drink a potion whenever we want at this point. We have the nurse. She only has 280 health left, so let's go ahead and finish her off here. I mean, look at that, though. Look how ridiculous that stinger fire rate is. I mean, that is crazy. So let's finish her off here with the water bolt, and hopefully we will be lucky enough to get the bee's knees, or even the, what was I going to say? The, honey goggles. So let's see here. No, sadly, we are not lucky enough to get any of that. Oh, actually, yes! Okay, guys, you do not know how happy I am. We just got a ruthless bee's knees, which is the best modifier I could ask for, okay? So, I just want to show you this now, right? So let's go ahead and put this in our main slot. We have decent amount of wooden arrows. You're going to equip this with that. And I just want to show you at this point, oh, excuse me. I just want to show you the difference in how fast we can take her down with this, with the hide pack. So let's just go. Okay, I just want to show you how amazing this weapon is. So it's actually pretty hard to hit her while she's going like this. So I will wait to, I'll just shoot with this for now while she's moving. But then when she stops like that, I will be shooting my little bees at her, because they do a decent amount of damage impact-wise, and then the little bees, especially with the high pack, they're a lot stronger. They just absolutely pwn anything they touch. So I'm just waiting for her again to stand still here. I guess I'll shoot her with the space gun while we wait. Okay, she's kinda, nope. I just need to get better aim, really. Okay, right here. So now watch, just watch. And I'm not sure why, yeah, the bees were going away. But I mean, this is crazy. Just look how fast her health bar is going down. And if she were to stay like this, basically for the entire fight, then it would be ridiculous how fast and easy, you know, we could take her down. So I'm probably going to, be making some sort of ranger something, basically, because I will be using this as my main weapon from now on. And so, again, I just want to talk about something here as I fight, just to keep the commentary rolling, because obviously, as you, from previous things, you know, the commentary during boss fights isn't the best. So I wish how the royal gel you get from King Slime, how that makes you basically immune to slimes. I really wish the the hive pack you get from Queen Bee did that with the little bees, where like all the little bees basically were, you know, they didn't go after you, and that you were immune to them. Obviously with the Queen Bee bees, I don't think that would be fair at all. But just the regular bees from the little hives underground, I think that would be a great addition. So, you know, just a thought. So, I was doing a good job there for a second, dodging. Now she's going to be shooting, fast again here. Trying to shoot her as much as I can. Let's go to the nurse. I don't know why she just went all the way over there. Yeah, I mean, just look how fast she's shooting. That is ridiculous. And when every one of those stingers are doing a decent amount of damage, I mean, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, that also is ridiculous to dodge right there. But luckily, I have experience with fighting her. Because in previous Let's Plays, one reason I made 7 abominations was because in previous Let's Plays, I wanted the bee's knees, and it took me almost 30 times, basically, to get the bee's knees. So I do have experience fighting her. So let's go ahead and open this one. We got another bee's knees, which increases the speed. But yeah, that's really it. And we also do have some beeswax. So, let's go home here. We got some bee nades too, those are pretty cool. So, let's go ahead. First off, deposit 55 gold coins, that is crazy. Traveling Merchant luckily is still here. We're going to go ahead and buy a dye vat. I meant to do that in the last clip when we got him. We're going to go ahead and put that there. And then, let's see what he has. So he has the stopwatch, which we already have, gypsy robe, and kimono. So nothing really good from him. Yeah, and I guess now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and make a new accessory as well. So let's go ahead and get this. Turn my map back on here. And apparently not, actually. Let's see, hold on, let me see what the honeycomb is combined with, because I could have sworn it was the Band of Regen. Apparently not. Oh, the Panic Necklace. Okay, okay. Then we can also get a honey balloon. That's, interesting. So, I'm going to clean out my inventory here and put this stuff in the accessory slot, like so. B-shirt, I guess I'll put in there too. Put that in there. Hive wand, we can put in the weapons chest. I need to make some separate chests for tools rather than just anything, like tools and weapons, I guess. And so we can go back to using actually the bottled honey, because I'm pretty sure we do get bottled honey from Queen Bee. And then beeswax, we are going to make some things with this, such as the hornet staff, because it will be nice. It will be nice. I just said knife. It will be nice to have a little, you know, just a little hornet going around. Even though it's just kind of, you know, little, it'll still help. So, at this point, here's what I have planned. I'm not going to do a time-lapse of me defeating all 7 of these. God, no, that would take forever. Also, I just realized I forgot all my arrows. So, I'm literally going to cut out 7 Queen Bee fights, and I will come back, and I'll probably be over in the jungle, when I have a total of 7 treasure bags from the Queen Bee, or if something else happens, like a goblin army. So yeah, I will cut back when that happens. Alright, Queen Bee has been defeated 6 times, not 7, because one time she was about dead, and of course, poison kills me. So, after we go ahead and open these treasure bags, I have one more thing to do, and that is, as you can see here, we're technically not in the jungle biome up here. So what I need to do is expand a little jungle path, basically, like up across here, so that we're still technically in the jungle up here. Because I was getting worried she was going to despawn because of that. So let's go ahead and open these up. So number 1, we got a bee gun. Sweet. Bee gun is going to probably be our second most used weapon at this point. Space gun, probably we're gonna retire that one. Treasure bag number... Yes! Okay, guys. We just got the honeyed goggles, and for those of you who don't know, obviously, I mean, we're in pre-hard mode, and there's another Pinky. Let's go ahead and wreck him here with the bee gun. Yeah, I mean, just look at that. That's crazy. So deadly bee gun, yeah, that's better than this one. So, look at this. We're just gonna fly casually right up. Now, he isn't as good as vertical flight as he is horizontal flight, because he can actually fly horizontally pretty far. But again, pre-hard mode, no wings, we just got up to a floating island level. So I would say that's pretty good. So, next one, we got the beekeeper. That's nice. I'm not going to be using that, although it is pretty good now because it is auto swing. But again, I'm not going to be using that. And then the hive packs, let's see, this is a normal one, right? This is an armored, so unless we get something better than that, we're going to keep that one. So we got a bad bee's knees, armored, another bee's knees, and the final one, another beekeeper. So, also, we just got a platinum and 59 gold coins, okay? That is ridiculous, because now We have 3 platinum coins. 3 platinum coins, and we haven't even been to the dungeon. Well, I mean, we've been to the dungeon, but we just haven't done anything in there. So, weapons. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna cut this part out here quickly, as we sort all of this back into the chests. So, other than that, that is basically it for today's first episode. Now, obviously, I said in the live stream yesterday because I like to do double uploads on Fridays, and I did a live stream yesterday. I'm doing the double upload today, so you'll be seeing this around 6 o'clock or so, maybe. And then later tonight, sadly, it is going to come out somewhat late in the night. Will be episode number 12 of the series. And so one more thing we will do here before we leave, we will go ahead and make the bee armor, just because, why not, you know? So we're gonna make the bee armor, and we still have a ton of honeycombs left, honestly. We'll go ahead and put this in there, and then we'll put the honeycombs in miscellaneous. We will also be, transferring out our meteor armor for the jungle armor, because that does increase the, actually, hold on. Let me see here. No. Actually, I was wrong. We do less magic damage with the jungle armor, but we have reduced mana usage and a ton more mana. So we're since we don't have the space gun, we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Because this only uses 4 mana now, and I mean, like, look how many bees we're gonna be able to get out. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty overpowered. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Again, like I said just before that, we are going to be doing another episode in the later today. And so I guess at the end of this episode here, just to make it a bit longer for you guys, I'm going to include the time lapse of me resorting some of these chests, because yeah, we have a bunch of open chests down here, and I'm going to make separate chests for tools and armors and stuff, because yeah, look how filled this is getting. So anyways, guys, I guess for commentary, that's it for this episode, and I will see you later today, actually. So, peace.